Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and today we're going to be looking at my EDC. EDC stands for Everyday Carry, and I really like doing these videos because I think that it gives people ideas as to what to carry and how to carry it and things like that. And for the most part, for newer subscribers that maybe haven't caught previous EDC videos, you can see the type of gear that I'm carrying on a regular basis. Now, as a gear reviewer, my gear does change, depending on what I'm reviewing or, what I have with me that day. I do carry an EDC backpack, which for the most part, I try and throw some of the larger EDC gear in there. But, sometimes you'll find that my gear is kind of redundant. In other words, I might be carrying two knives or two flashlights or things like that, depending on what I'm reviewing. So, just keep that in mind when you see these type of videos from other YouTubers. If you see a lot of gear, that's usually the case. So let's go ahead and get this one started. On my left wrist, I have my watch, which is a G-Shock. This one has kind of like a camo pattern on it. And I get a lot of questions about this compass that I have on it. This was actually an impulse buy. I needed to add a little bit more money onto a cart when I was ordering something, so I went ahead and threw that in there. And it actually turned out to be a pretty nice addition. It has this rubber kind of feel around it, and it's a Brunton watch compass. And what you do is the rubber stretches around the watch band and then it clips onto this little plastic clip here. So it's really cool. So it's really easy to put on and take off or move up and down and things like that. And it'll fit different watch bands. Or you can actually wrap it around like a backpack strap or something like that if you wanted to do that. It does stick up a little bit from the band. So, just keep that in mind if you're going to be looking for one of these because it might get in the way, but for the most part, it complements the watch pretty nicely. On my right wrist, I always carry a paracord bracelet, and this one is a black and silver one that I made with the Oakley symbol there. And it's just nice. I like carrying it because I do have the paracord on there, but I just kind of gotten used to having that on my wrist there. I usually will be wearing a pair of Oakley glasses. The ones that I was wearing today is these right here. This is the Oakley Monster Dog, and this is my go-to style for Oakley glasses. I know I get asked that question a lot. What's your favorite style? Well, Monster Dog is my go-to pair. So in other words, if I'm trying to decide on what to wear and I can't, I'll usually end up going with one of my Monster Dogs. This particular one is a crystal black frame with black iridium lenses, and I just love how comfortable these are to wear, especially when you're wearing them all day. They're very comfortable, very lightweight. They block out a lot of the glare and the light and stuff like that. So again, this is why it's my go-to pair. And along with the glasses, I always carry a microfiber bag. That's obviously just to keep them clean and free of fingerprints and stuff like that on the lenses. So there it is. Let's get some of the boring usual stuff out of the way. This is my wallet. This is the Maxpedition Micro Wallet. I've actually been using this wallet for a long time and it's held up very, very nicely. I did pick up a wallet from VanQuest when I was at SHOT Show, so I'm going to be reviewing and testing that one. It's an RFID blocking wallet, so I'll put this one to rest while I do that one, but for the most part it served me well. As you guys can see, I just kind of fold the cash and stick it in the back there, and it has quite a few cards and IDs and things like that inside, but it still keeps a pretty slim form factor, which I do like. So again, that's the Maxpedition Micro Wallet. Let me move these back a little bit. There we go. I also carry this kind of little first aid feel-good kit. I carry, again, in my EDC backpack and a full-blown EDC or first aid kit. And then I also have a first aid kit in my car. So for the most part, this is just, kind of fix scrapes or little cuts and things like that, especially with two boys. You get a lot of those. So I just have some Band-Aids, some alcohol prep pads, some headache medication, and some stomach medication. Again, it's just to kind of fix quick little scrapes and cuts and things like that. So I always carry that. And this is actually a ID case that I repurposed. It normally comes with a lanyard. It's a nice thick gauge plastic, so it serves pretty well for that. And again, it keeps that thin form factor, so it fits really nice in the pocket. So that's my feel-good kit there. I carry a lighter on a regular basis. This is just a regular Scripto lighter. I use this, I do a lot of paracord stuff, so, you always have to burn it and singe the ends and things like that. I don't smoke or anything like that, so this is, purely as a tool. I found many times that I'm in a party, need to light some birthday candles. It's always good to be the guy that has the lighter to be able to do that, so that's why I carry that also. I carry a pen on a regular basis. So this one is my EDC pen, or it has been my EDC pen for a little bit of time now. It's really nice. Again, it is just a regular pen, but it has a couple other little features. On this end, you have a stylus tip. So if you have like a touch screen or something like that, and you don't want to, be touching with your fingers, you can use that. And then on the other end, it just has a small little LED. Just push in on it, and it lights up. And this is really cool to have, just like a little light if you want to, find something really quick or something like that. You want to pull out your full-blown EDC flashlight, you can always use that. And it's pretty bright, especially when it's, pitch black. So that's nice. That's my EDC pen there. Let's go down to my keys. These are my keys here. And I've added a couple little extra tools onto my keys just to test them out and things like that. So I just have my key fob there, and then my 2 keys. Besides that, I have a Swiss Army knife classic. I always carry a classic on me, whether it's on my keys or just down in my pocket. I use a lot of the little tools on this this little knife here, especially like the tweezers and the toothpick and the little scissors and stuff like that. They always come in handy, so I always try and have one of these with me. In a sake of having redundancy, again, I have my EDC pen, but I also carry this little telescopic pen here. Again, if I don't have my pen with me and all I have is my keys, I'm able to have that, if I do need it. And I also have this little flashlight on my keys here. This is the LED Lenser K2. It's just a one mode flashlight. It is pretty bright, which is nice. But again, it's more of a redundancy. I do have my full-blown EDC flashlight, so if I wanted to, use something, I would normally use that, and then this just be like a backup. Besides those, these are some of the tools that I've added on here. The first one is the Griffin Pocket Tool. I did a review on this, so if you guys are interested in finding out some more information, check that out. But this is just a really nice tool that has a lot of different tools on it. It has a pry bar on the end here, a couple of wrenches, bottle opener, and things like that. So this is really nice to reach for if you need to pry something or open up a bottle or something like that. And it fits really nice in the keys. Also, I have this little in-charge quick charger. Again, I did a review on this not too long ago also, so if you guys are interested. Basically, this is just a way to either charge or sync your device with something else. So again, this one does have the lightning connector here, so this is for iOS devices. It has a USB on one end and then the lightning on the other, so you can connect this to either a power brick or a laptop if you need to transfer information or charge via that way. And then you can connect this to your iOS device, iPhone, iPad, things like that. And it's very small. It tucks away really nicely in here with that magnet, and it's always with you, so it's really cool to have on there. And then last but not least, I do have this free Nidas S-Beaner. This is one of their locking S-Beaners, and I have this so I can attach my keys, whether it's on a belt loop or to a pack or something like that, and then I can lock it and they're not going to go anywhere. So there it is. Those are my keys. I always carry this another kind of secondary blade. This is a Swiss Army knife Cadet, and this is in the ALOX model, black ALOX. This is going to be the knife that I'm going to pull out if I don't want to attract a lot of attention. Maybe I'm somewhere and I need to open up a letter or a box or something like that. This knife doesn't attract a lot of attention, and that's pretty nice. I keep the blade nice and sharp. That way, it's always available when I need it. But again, it doesn't scream tactical or anything like that. And it's really thin, and I've basically gotten used to carrying it. It doesn't get used all that much, but if I do need it for any of those particular instances, I do want to make sure that I have it. So I always carry it with me. That's the Swiss Army Knife Cadet in the ALOX edition. My EDC flashlight is this one right here. And again, I do test different flashlights and things like that, but from the moment I started testing this one and reviewing it, I've actually made it part of my EDC flashlight. So even if I review other flashlights, I'll normally carry this one as well, or if I don't, I will go back to this one just because I do love the feel and the form factor of this flashlight. This is the PowerTac Lance, and this is the big brother in the 2 line. This is the Lance, and then the smaller brother is the Saber. This is the 2 AA version, and the beauty of this is it does run on 2 AA's, but you can actually break the body in half and move the head back, and it'll run on one AA as well. So if all you have is one battery left, you'll still be able to have your flashlight. As a rubber grip right here, which is pretty nice. It does give you some extra grip on the flashlight itself, but it doubles. So let's say you need both hands to do something, and you want to put the flashlight in your mouth, you can actually have it have your mouth around the rubber part here as opposed to directly onto the aluminum body. So that's pretty nice. Your tail cap switch there, and it does have momentary on, and it does have constant on also. So I do enjoy those features on this light. And that's the PowerTac lens, the bigger brother. My EDC knife for today was the Spyderco Ulize. I like carrying this knife when I want to have something that serves as an EDC knife, but you can also, be a secondary weapon. So the knife itself can be used for personal defense. It's nice and long, but it is very thin, which carries very easy. You can definitely choke up on the blade if you had to, or just grip it back here, and it gives you a little bit of extra reach. You do have this really nice belly right on the front there, which makes cutting really awesome. And again, it locks up nice and tight. You have some jimping there, which locks your hand onto the blade itself and makes it really, really secure. So I really enjoy carrying this knife. This is the Spyderco Ulize. Again, it's very nice and thin, very easy to carry. And then last but not least, my EDC firearm. Today I was carrying the Glock 42, and I normally carry my Glock in this Remora holster. This holster is really awesome if you like carrying appendix carry, which I do, especially with these smaller firearms. Because it doesn't have a clip on it, it just kind of rides in between your pants and your body. And just from the pressure that you have on there, it just stays in place. The beauty of it is you can ride it real deep if you need to, or a little bit higher, cant it forward or back. If you need to take the firearm off, you can just take it off, set it down if you had to. But when you do need it, you can just pull it out of the holster and it's ready to go. Again, this is the Glock 42, the 380 model. There it is. It's empty. And I love carrying this firearm because it's so concealable, especially when you're carrying, so much gear. You don't want to be, carrying something very heavy that's going to be uncomfortable. And this firearm definitely fits the bill. And I really do enjoy carrying it. Along with the gun itself, I do carry the magazine inside of the gun, and then I carry an extra magazine. So it's 12 rounds and then one in the chamber, so a total of 13 rounds of 380. So that is my EDC firearm. So that is my total EDC, and this is again what I was carrying today. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, my EDC does rotate, especially with like knives and flashlights and things like that. Obviously, being an Oakley guy, my glasses do change pretty much on a daily basis, and I do, depending on the circumstance, I do rotate through different firearms and things like that. Depending on how I want to carry and whatnot. So that is my EDC for today. Today is January 29, 2016. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.